what can realistically be achieved here, given how high the expectations are coming into this really critical global event?
Well, I mean, like, let's go through quickly where we are now. And this is very important because all the climate change discussions are not climate focused, but they are cross-cutting in the different sectors of the economy. And of course, in particular, energy is on top of the discussions. So if we look at the current situation, we have on the science side, we have a lot of science reports coming from the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change that is telling us that we are not on track to be below the 2 degrees or keep the 1.5 degree within reach, which was the main goal in Glasgow. So more work needs to be done. This is on the science part. If you go on the political side, there is a very strong political will that was shown in Glasgow, that has been shown since Glasgow on highest level with like all stakeholders. That we need to move. We need to do this transition as soon as possible. So the political will is there. And then the third is the energy issue, which is now we are facing energy challenges. Some call it energy crisis. Others call it like energy security crisis. But there is an energy issue now we are facing, be it on the prices or on the demand and the supply and the connection. So what we have this year is simply science, political will, and a clear demand to move forward on that. So within this context, this is where Egypt is focusing on implementation in the COP. So our focus in COP27 Sharm el-Sheikh will be how can we make things, how can we move things from the political will, from the negotiations, from the generic discussions, from the commitments shown by different stakeholders, including, of course, and in particular private sector, how can we move this to be implementation on the ground? So this is the framing that we have for COP27, and this is done through several things, be it the thematic days, initiatives, and so on and so forth.
And of course, the environment has completely changed, at least compared to COP26. What we now know is that global energy security and supply has been severely disrupted by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So how would you say, Ambassador, sanctions and this ongoing energy crisis, if you wanted to call it that, are impacting progress on global climate goals now? Has this been a significant setback, or is it a push on the accelerator pedal?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. We need to look at it from the perspective of a decision maker and like a decision taker and a policy maker. One, there is an energy crisis. Yes, there is an energy crisis, and policymakers need to secure energy for the population, for the people now. But also, this provides a very good opportunity to speed up the transition, not only by the shifting to renewable energy, but also by looking at enhancing the energy efficiency, working on interconnectivity, and really pushing forward many of the projects that we're taking or are taking some time to implement. So yes, the energy crisis and the geopolitical situation are giving some negative signals. We are hearing some major countries deciding to postpone their plans to phase out some of the fossil fuels, or to continue using coal, or to continue using some fossil fuels for a longer period of time. But at the same time, this is the negative part of it. But at the same time, we are seeing a lot of push when it comes to interconnectivity, when it comes to energy efficiency, when it comes to renewable energy, and more projects and more finance hopefully will be flowing there. So we look at it from the two sides, a challenge side and opportunity side.